Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another War Robots video. There are some major, huge, big, giant changes coming to War Robots in this new update that starts in a few days. And there are some really good things in here that I think a lot of people are going to like. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Ultimate Scorpion. You may or may not like that. This thing is going to be a major pain in the buttocks to deal with, I would imagine. Scorpions are crazy, but the brand new Ultimate Scorpions coming out, and yeah, it's probably going to be nuts. So it's going to have 3 medium slots, 250,000 durability. It's going to do 68 kilometers per hour. It's going to get a bunch of defense points and do some DOD to people when it habilitates. I don't think that was a word, but yeah. They're also coming out with the Ultimate Havoc weapon, so bottom line is, this is going to be a crazy build right here. There's going to be the new gas system coming out, right? The gas system is basically a Aegis shield that fits on medium slots. We don't know how many hit points that thing's going to have yet, but that's going to be pretty cool. Now, there's going to be a pilot rework coming, and this is actually going to be a good thing. They're making some positive changes to the pilots. Like, a lot of the older robots, like Leo or Lancelot or something like that, are going to get these extra skills that will actually make them better and possibly, don't quote me on this, but possibly make them playable again, I'm hoping. There is a lot going on with this. It's confusing. I don't understand it, but if you read through this right here, it sounds like there's a lot of things on the pilot rework that are going to be awesome. So if you need to keep reading what's on here, I'm just going to let you read through this part because there's too much to go over. It'll take me 15 minutes to go through this. And then pause that if you need to, and here's the rest of it. And the next thing that's coming up is the workshop rework. Now this is going to be awesome. The workshop's going to be free. You can just build stuff in the workshop without spending a dime. No resources, no nothing. It's a free workshop, and they're even going to be adding new items to the workshop. So Mars, Angler, Amugi, Hawanji, Yoji, and Deja will be added to the workshop. So I don't know about those weapons. I think they suck. But Angler and Amugi, those are cool robots. So those are going to be two things you can now get out of the workshop that are going to be awesome. But basically, you just build stuff for free. I mean, the workshop's going to be basically like it is now, you know. You push the button, it starts the build of the components, and after 24 hours, you can collect them. I mean, you can collect them early if you want to. I mean, you could go on there and do it twice a day if you want, and it's free. So that's pretty amazing. But if you are building something in there, you need to make sure you get on every 24 hours because it says after 24 hours, it stops producing components. So yeah, every 24 hours or sooner, you need to get on there and collect your resources if you're building something in the new workshop. So there's going to be some sort of new clan task, and it says when you finish these things, the reward will be granted to each member of the clan, with all members receiving equal rewards. So bottom line is, if you're in an active clan and everybody's in there playing, you're going to get a bunch of extra rewards. Like when somebody completes a task, everybody gets the prize. So that's going to be a really interesting change. We won't really know 100% how that works until we see it, but that's going to be interesting. There's going to be a brand new version of the Rome map coming out for the 11th anniversary. So they've revamped the Rome map, and I'm going to tell you what, it looks pretty cool. So it says less rock, and there's a lightning bolt there. So yeah, you're going to go inside the arena and rock it out. Remastered carrier map, guys. They have remastered the carrier map. There's going to be some pretty crazy stuff going on here. It's going to look different. I think they've removed that horrible piece in the middle that your jumping robots get stuck on. And if this is what I think it is, the map might actually start to sink. Like, I think the map sinks and your robots can fall into the water and die when the map starts sinking or something like that. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I'm not 100% sure if they're adding the sinking feature or not, but it's a very possible thing that they could. There's going to be 2 brand new flying robots that come out. These are basically going to be flying support robots. I mean, this kind of reminds me of like the Hawk, the Harpy, the Siren, and a few other things all put together. Now, unfortunately, I've got some sort of weird problem with the test server where I can't get on it. Every time I try to get on there, it says you need to update the test server. I go update it, and it still tells me you need to update the test server, and I can't play it. It's been like that for months. Don't know why. So I haven't actually got to test these robots out, but these things look crazy. Now, one thing about the test server is it's never 100% accurate to the live server. They test things out, they see what they want to do with it, and then when it goes live, that's when they make the final changes. And, we don't know what this is going to be like. There's things on the test server that were amazing, and then they completely sucked when they went live. There's things on the test server that were horrible, and they were amazing when they went live. So we don't know if these things are going to be good, bad, ugly, or crazy yet, but we'll find out. So the first one is named Leo, and I kind of wish they wouldn't have named it Leo because there's another Leo in the game. They may be spelled different, but they're pronounced the same. So now we have 2 Leo robots, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So the new Leo robot's going to attach to teammates, kind of like the Leech does to enemies, or like the Kepri does to your teammates. And basically, it's going to give you a whole bunch of armor and all kinds of stuff that's going to make this thing crazy durable. It's going to have counter suppression. I think it's going to give your teammates counter suppression. It's going to make robots hard to kill. This is going to be interesting and different and weird and wacky and crazy, all wrapped together in one. But you and the robot that you're linked to are going to get a bunch of armor bonuses and anti-suppression and all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, the other one coming out is another flying robot called Nuo. And yeah, it's going to be another like support, defense, probably tanky robot. I think both of these are going to be tanky when the ability's on, but I bet they're going to be squishy when they're on the ground or don't have the ability on. So basically, this one's going to link to an enemy, and it's going to counter blind them. Counter blind. I'm sorry. You link to allies, not enemies. Every time this thing links to an ally, it gives your ally counter blind. So I think that means when you're linked to somebody and somebody shoots you, it blinds the enemy that's actually shooting at you. So I think it's going to be who you're attached to and the newer robot both have counter blind. Plus, whoever you're attached to is going to get a big bonus damage. So, yeah, these are going to be like these are going to make robots crazy. These are going to make existing robots awesome. So if you see these things on your team, it's probably going to be a really good thing. There are going to be some new weapons come out. The Nana, whatever you want to call that. Those are going to have a 600-meter range. They're also going to have an area effect around the weapon that pretty much, just damages things. Kind of like a blast effect or something. Something similar to that. So it's going to have some sort of area of effect around whoever is being damaged. So the Niana is going to be a medium. They're also going to be doing DOT to people, right? These are also DOT weapons. So I assume these are going to be pretty good. I think it's saying they've moved these down to 1 shot. Then we have the Liana, which is a heavy version of that. 600-meter range, kinetic, energy, DOT, and AOE again. So they got a 5-second reload, I think. And yeah, new crazy weapons that are coming out. I think these are going to be more of like a 1-shot sniper type of weapon type of thing. Something like that. There's also something called the AOPO, whatever the heck that is. Who knows? It says all day, all night. I believe that's going to be the new drone that comes out. So it's basically going to have some guns built in. It's going to cleanse you. So basically, when your robot receives defense points or a damage buff, Elpo also provides it with a cleanse effect stack. So I think that means it's going to take off negative effects, I believe. Pretty sure that's what that is. It says, in the air, you get some armor plates. It provides extra durability points when you're flying. So this is a drone that's probably only going to work well for flying robots. And on landing, you're going to get an Aegis shield. So that's going to be a pretty interesting deal right there. So they're basically coming out with a new drone just for flying robots. There's also something called A5HSK45R. I think that's going to be a new pilot. It says, upon activating the ability, the robot gains an Aegis shield for the duration of the teleport. If the pilot destroys the enemy during the ability's cooldown, it is immediately reset. And this pilot is actually going to be for the Ultimate Scorpion, so this is an Ultimate Scorpion pilot. But I don't think I would bother building a Mars, and I don't think I would bother building one of those 3 weapons right there in the workshop. But Angler and Amugi, those are definitely 2 robots you should probably build in the workshop if you get a chance. I was actually hoping that there was going to be more stuff added to the workshop than that, but hey, that's a couple of new things. Angler is actually super good. I mean, Angler, if you play it well, that's a great robot. Amugi, if you play it well and your teammate takes advantage of the teleportation, it's a great robot. Alright, so there's a bunch of things that they're also fixing. They say fixed defense points provided by Bifrost Radiant Veil ability being susceptible to defense mitigation, the penetration effect of the Titan weapons. Alright. Fix the Claim All button being displayed in the operations menu even when there were no rewards to claim. They fixed the explanation mark notification being displayed on the operations button in the hangar and on the operations tab even when there are no rewards to claim. They fixed minor visual bugs affecting the operations menu. They fixed an issue that caused robot specializations to display incorrectly in the store, and they fixed various server side issues affecting connection to matches and squad creation. So hopefully that also does something about the lag we've been getting, because, you know, it's good to see that they're fixing some. That may be a significant fix right there. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm really hoping, whatever that means, if they're working on the servers, they're fixing various server issues. Please tell me that fixed the lag, because the lag has been crazy. I'm assuming the lag's on the side of the server. I think the servers are what's causing the lag. I could be wrong, but that is my theory. Servers are causing lag. Something's wrong with the server. So they've done a bunch of server fixes. So that's a good thing, I hope. It also said there's a pilot called Walter Termerlo. Okay, so there's going to be two new pilots coming out, one for each of the new robots. So these aren't going to share. I mean, this is basically like the remake of the Harpy and the what's the other one called? Harpy and the Siren. So I guess they're not actually going to share pilots this time. They're each going to have their own. But yeah. Oh, wait, no. I think they are going to share a pilot. And there's going to be a Scorpion Ultimate pilot. That's what it is. I just messed this whole thing up, right? I just messed this whole thing up. So I think Walter is going to be a shared pilot. Not sure, but I think so. And then we're going to have a new... it's supposed to be like Ash Skarsgård, right? That's supposed to say something like Ash Skarsgård for the Scorpion and Ultimate Scorpion. So that pilot's going to be for the Scorpion. Now we get it. Honestly, I don't think I see anything in this rework to complain about. I think it's pretty much all going to be good stuff, as long as the new robots and weapons aren't crazy overpowered. That's the only thing I worry about when something new comes out, is how crazy, how overpowered, how ridiculous are those things going to be. We don't know. But besides the possibility of these being overpowered robots, I'm really hoping that they're going to be just balanced and nice robots and not nightmares on the battlefield. But besides the possibility of that, pretty much everything they're changing here is actually really good. I'm hoping they fix the server lag, but I see a lot of things that I like here. So they're definitely making some good improvements. I do wish they would have added a few more things to the workshop, though. I was expecting more robots and more weapons to be added into the workshop, but they only added a couple of things. So, dear Pixonic, there's probably some robots that have been around for years that have never made it to the workshop. So, it would be nice to have a couple of more choices of things to build in the workshop. So, please add more robots. Even if you don't add weapons, please add some more robots. There's some really good weapons in there, and there's a handful of good robots, but I really want to see more robots in the workshop. Alright, so that's pretty much it with the new updates. I've been sick for a couple of days. I think I missed a couple of live streams, but the doctors got me on some antibiotics, so I'm starting to feel better. I should be back to my normal live streaming schedule here in a couple of days, so yeah. So that's basically the new stuff, and remember, you are awesome. I just want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you a lot, and huge shout out to my channel members. The extra support really helps this channel keep running and bringing you videos just like this. If you drop down the video's description, you'll see my affiliate links where you can get some really awesome stuff like cameras, lighting, microphones, stuff to make your room look cool, air fryers, coffee pots, you name it, all kinds of amazing things. And you'll find a few other ways to help support the channel as well, so thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out one of these other videos that are just about to pop up on the screen. I really do appreciate you guys and gals. Have a wonderful day, and we will catch you next time. Lightning out. See ya.